Good morning. Oh, the lights just flickered. That's weird. Oh my gosh, I literally needed coffee before my coffee because I made a huge mess. Well, I cleaned it up now, but I tried to make coffee without putting the cup down below. Happy Sunday. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just did that. Actually, I can believe that I did that because I'm like, not awake. Anyways, and it's already like 8:30, but I've been up for a while, haven't made my coffee, and I've been just doing some random stuff around the house. And, well, actually it's 8:40, not even 8:30, it's 8:40. I've been just doing stuff around the house, and because Brad went to work at, gosh, what time? 5:15, 5:30, something like that. Because he had to be at work, I guess probably 5:15 he left. And I woke up, went back to bed for like maybe 30, 40 minutes, and then woke up at like 6 something. So, oh, I need to unload the dishwasher. But anyways, I'm just gonna set that in there for now. But good morning. It's, like I said, Sunday. It's really gloomy out. It's really cold out as well. And we actually had the heat on again last night. We've had it on for like the last 2 nights actually because it's been super chilly. My goal today is to finally finish decorating for Valentine's. I don't know if you guys noticed behind me, Brad helped, well, he moved the furniture for me. I switched some things around in a couple of the bedrooms and throughout the house. This was one of them. I don't know if like this is just dirt from moving or if I need to repaint that, but I put that here in place of that gray tiered stand that I had here. I put that in our bathroom so I could have it by the bath for like my bath salts, my bath bombs, that kind of stuff. So I just put this here for now. I don't love it necessarily, but it will do for now. It's fine. And then in here, I am gonna sort of do a little bit of rearranging as well. I can't wait to get lights on the ceiling. Place is looking a little bit crazy at the moment. This piece here, we're gonna try to put the TV on, and then this is gonna go into the office. I need a little bit more space to put stuff in the office, so I think that's what the plan is. I'm just gonna have to wait for Brad to come home tonight to do that. I need to finish going through all of this stuff. The closet's pretty much ready for my family to come. We just have, I'm trying to squeeze by. That's the other ceiling fan and light fixtures that we have. Well, it's really bad lighting. The ceiling fan is for in the living room, and then the light fixtures are for each of the other bedrooms. We just haven't put them up. However, I think I talked to you guys briefly about the conversation with the gentleman from Highland Homes when he called on Thursday. I don't think I gave you guys an update. Friday, like 5:30-ish or so, the next day, we received a call from the field manager who's been very helpful with getting some stuff done. And we spoke for quite a while actually. And he was made aware of all of the things that the other guy and I had a conversation about on Thursday. So, anywho, 2 of our biggest concerns were the light fixture here in the cafe nook. Once we found out that our measurements that we were given from the design consultant, we thought that it was going to work out that we could still put a table here. Based on what she told us the measurements were on the actual house design, and then what we decided to put on the plan for our contract. And it ended up not working out close whatsoever. It was actually better with the sales original floor plan versus ours. But anyways, because of that fiasco, we asked the site manager to just not install the pendant light and just put a can light up once they get to that point. And he said that they can't do that. Well, come to find out, one of y'all, again, I'm not awake in the morning, but you know who you are, mentioned that your Highland Homes people at your house, because you have a Weston too, and you know what I'm talking about with this light, they switched it out for free. So I told him that, and he's like, well, yeah, they should have been able to do that for you. So they're gonna have somebody come out, hopefully, and take this pendant light down and put the cam light up. Honestly, I don't care. They can just take that light fixture. If they want us to keep it, fine, we'll just sell it. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I honestly don't care. And then we talked to him about the light situation in the living room. Let me turn you around and sort of walk you through it a little bit better. So up here in the living room, the ceiling fan fixture came standard, but we paid for those 2 light fixtures on either side. When we took down the wall at the design center, which we didn't even know was an option until we got to the design center, she told us that once that happens, basically that automatically like bumps this down like 2 feet to make it more centered in the bigger living room overall, if that makes sense. But what happened is the construction team, or whoever like makes the building plans, did not do that for ours. And when everything was getting built, like we really couldn't tell quite where everything was going to be placed until the drywall went up. I mean, you could see like sockets for where the lights and stuff were going to be, but it was hard to visualize, I guess if you could say. Once we got to the drywall and we realized how off-center everything was, we again addressed it with them, and they're like, there's nothing we can do about it. So obviously like that made us upset because we were told that it automatically gets pushed, so we didn't bother telling them where to center them. They just said it would go off the ceiling fan. So basically like that light, the ceiling fan hookup, and this light should have been pushed down like 2 feet this way. If everything would have gotten pushed down 2 feet, the ceiling fan would have been sort of in between these two here, like the light and the ceiling fan, which is getting blurry, sorry. So if that makes sense visually for you. So the 2 air duct handlers are sort of like in the right position, like those things are correct. The ceiling fan should have been sort of like in the middle of both of those, but it's not. That whole reason that we haven't installed that yet is because of us being frustrated that it's not centered, and we just think it's going to look, we think it's going to look really odd with the ceiling fan not centered in the living room. Like, it just looks strange. So we haven't had anybody do it because we wanted to sort of get prices on how much it would cost to fix that. Our plan was to leave the back light where it's at and just basically shift everything else. So shift the other 2 things. That way we didn't have to pay to shift all 3. So right now though, that's on hold because Highland Homes person of contact, I'm not gonna, like I said, mention their name, but the person I spoke to on Thursday, they're like, yeah, that should have happened, like, you know, kind of thing. So again, just another thing that we knew, we were told, and then something else happened different. You know, like we were told by the site manager that it would cost a lot of money because of having to move a bunch of wires and everything. So anyways, I don't know if they're gonna be able to center it completely, but they said they're gonna try to have somebody come out and try to see if they can move it down as far as they can to try to get it better than what it is, because it just looks a little bit off center compared to where it should be. Because technically we wanted our sectional to come sort of closer to where I'm standing, and we had to push it back a little bit further to make it feel a little bit more centered underneath the lights, and it just still doesn't look the best. So if we can get the light situation figured out, hopefully then we can, you know, make it feel like it's more centered. I told the guy if they have to not worry about the backlight, as long as we can like move this light forward towards me and the ceiling fan a little bit more towards center, like we'll be happy with that. And especially getting that can light replaced from that pendant light. So yeah, it's just been, it's so fun. It's so fun. It's cold out, so don't really feel like going anywhere, doing anything. Plus it's Sunday, you know, I don't like going out on Sundays unless I absolutely have to, because it's always busier. It's just my thing ever since working in retail. Like, I think a lot of people who've worked retail can also attest for this and say it's not their favorite to go out on Saturdays or Sundays. They'd rather do stuff during the week because they know how much busier it is to go out on the weekend and do stuff. So anyways, oh, and Brad possibly has jury duty tomorrow, so he has to call tonight to call in to see if he has to do jury duty or not. And then if he does, he has to go to jury duty tomorrow. So yay. I feel bad for him because like this is like second or third time having to do jury duty, and I'm probably jinxing myself, but I've never had to do it yet. So anyways, I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering, but I wanted to sort of update you guys on the call that I had with the field manager on Friday, because he discussed all of that lighting stuff too, and he agreed too that it should happen, and he agreed that the drywall should happen, and they're gonna fix the vent once again and replace it completely just to make sure it's not like a faulty vent itself that's allowing extra rain to come in, kind of thing. So yesterday we had a little bit of rain and there wasn't any kind of wetness on the walls, but again, it wasn't that torrential like downpour plus wind. So I think that's why we didn't notice anything yesterday. But anyways, I'm gonna drink this coffee, figure out some breakfast, and I will catch you guys up a little bit later. Look what Brad finished. Let me turn on the light. Ah, I have a storage cabinet, finally. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here in this corner, but Brad just pushed this in here last night because we got it last night, and I'm just gonna bring the shelves in here and try to make sense of this mess. We have that sitting over there for now. We're also getting the desk, and then things will slowly come together in here. Need to find like an office chair for in here as well, but I'm hoping that the majority of this stuff, except for like the seasonal things, this is such a mess. This is so embarrassing. But I'm keeping it real. All like the Valentine's stuff, the fall stuff, that's gonna go out in the garage, the Christmas stuff in the garage. But I'm gonna try to fit all of this stuff that's like year-round decor, or things that I could use for year-round, if that makes sense, in here. As I go through it and organize it, I'm gonna probably purge some of this stuff too. So I know for sure I'm getting rid of these bins. They're just beat up. They're from IKEA from like years ago. And a few other stuff. I know everything's not gonna fit in here, but I'm hopeful that I can at least get like a majority, you know? So let's go grab the shelves, put them in here, and get started. All right, shelves are in. I think they'll be fine with like the height that they're at. If I need to adjust anything, I will. But let's get started. I guess I should show you the cabinet itself. I think it turned out pretty well. Feel like this piece out of the collection so far, because we've ordered 3 things total, this seems to be the most sturdiest so far compared to the filing cabinet behind me. But you know, it is, you know, a nice size and everything too, so I think it will be a good thing for sure for storage. Eventually I'd like to get some like other kind of storage furniture in here too, so that I have room for extra things like office things too, because I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of my extra decor in here plus office things, so we shall see. All right, it doesn't look like much as far as getting things done, but I definitely made progress because I had those 2 storage things. I had the rolling cart and I had the plastic 3-drawer bin, and that's all cleared out. Most of this stuff is like seasonal stuff to the left, and I still have to figure out the stuff to the right and then the stuff down here. It's getting there. I'll definitely need some sort of other cabinet for in here, but I have a little bit of room left in here. Not much, but I think I can do some rearranging and make it work. I was just sort of putting things in there. I didn't have really a rhyme or reason. So yeah, just gonna take a little bit of a break for right now and come back at it a little bit later, but I can finally walk right here. So yeah, I feel good with where we're at. I still have a lot to do yet, but it's definitely a work in progress. Yay. Hubby brought dinner for us. He went to Tibby's, which is like a New Orleans style food place, restaurant. And yes, they have beignets and they're amazing. But just getting everything out of here. I just got a kid's meal. Wasn't super hungry, so I just got some chicken fingers.